What's good? What's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Cheef and Chart. It's your man Don Bucks, and this is a uh, rap and dough production. You know, the home of money conversations. Talk all things black wealth. But here at Cheef and Chart, we talk options and we cheap the best green. So go ahead and hit the notification bell and like and subscribe so you can be notified when your boy go live. So if you was tapped in yesterday, I told y'all we were still on a downtrend in the SPY, y'all. So that's if you plan anything in the SPY or anything surrounding the SPY. Like you always got to pay attention to what the SPY is doing. But today, do I have any stories for y'all today? Well, I know this episode, and I keep running Purple Haze back because I got a lot of it when I grab. And plus it's sativa, and I need to stay productive. You dig? People think weed make you lazy. That's only if you're smoking integers, man. You got to smoke them when it's time to go to bed or some shit. You're trying to be active, you want to smoke weed, make sure it's sativa. So shout out to Pineapple Haze. So let's get into this chart because I don't think I got any stories for y'all today, but I know, like I said, the episode is called Purple Haze, but also is entitled Show Discipline. Because what happened today, and I'm about to show y'all, was the fact that the stock that I'm playing is, it acts in reverse of the SPY. It's a whole nother reason. Like I said, it always goes back to keep your eye on the SPY, right? So being that the stock that I'm playing is the reverse of the SPY, I need to know what the SPY is doing. So if the SPY is on the downtrend, this stock goes up. So if the SPY is on the uptrend, this stock goes down. So I pay attention to the SPY because you need to know what the SPY is doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So being that the SPY was up today, the play that I was in from the day before, because I took calls. Why I took calls, I shouldn't have. Let's look at the SPY. Let's look at the SPY first. SPY. So let's go to the daily. Show you the daily bar. This is today. So it bounced. Y'all see this pin bar? Y'all know how I feel about pin bars at support, especially if other parameters line up. But I like pin bars at support. So it bounced, and this is the kind of day we had. So this was going up. The stock that I was playing was going down, and I was in calls. So this is what happened with mine. SPX. Direction daily SPY. So I got into calls. What's today? 7th. Because I took profit here. And I took profit from the weekend because we had an extended weekend. Monday, market was closed. So Tuesday, yesterday was the first day of the market. So the second, from the day before, right here, I took calls, took profit on the second, and went back in. So it went up to this resistance level yesterday, and this morning it started going down. So I'm like, you got to have discipline to cut your losses early. Take what the market is giving you, not what you want out of the market. So this is what happened this morning. So this was my play. I got in here, this little skinny green, see that skinny, let me zoom in on that, John. Y'all see this skinny green? This is where I got in and took calls at. Because why? I shouldn't have, because the MACD wasn't giving me anything definitive. See this? They was together. The blue and the red one was together. And I took profit here. All right. And I'm thinking it's going to bounce because it retraced and then I seen this green, but I didn't have anything definitive in the momentum telling me to do that. But I did it. I'm gonna keep it all the way funky. I don't know how many people are gonna tell you when they made a mistake, but this is what happened. So today it dropped and I'm like, so I waited for it to retrace a little bit and cut some of my losses, and I got out. Let me go down to my relatable, the half an hour. So where was that this morning? So here's my play. Got in thinking it was going to bounce, and it didn't. So once it dropped below the level that I have here, right? As soon as it closed below, I got out. And I got short because you want to go with the trend. The trend is your friend. So it wasn't giving calls, it's giving puts. So I went back to the SPY and I'm like, oh shit, the SPY is running, which means this is going to go down because this stock is the opposite of what the SPY is doing. Another reason why you want to always pay attention to the SPY, right? So my particular stock is the opposite of what the SPY is doing. So I looked at the SPY and I'm like, oh shit, on top of the fact that my stock price dropped below a level. So I said, it's time to get short. So I cut my losses, right? I think I was down. I wasn't over leveraged, so it didn't really matter how much I was down, but I got short. In other words, AKA puts. See, this is the beauty of options trading. You can make money when the stock goes down. So I got short right here and took puts. So I took puts to the next level. I took puts to here, took profit, and seeing that here's the opposite of the momentum, John, right? Remember the momentum divergence, John? Remember I said that? So this is where I got short. Boom. I took profit to here. I took it to here, took profit, and got back in. Why? Because I went back to the SPY. It was still running. It still has room, so it hits to its next resistance. And I look down here and I see it's still downward momentum. So here's that strength with weakness. Remember when we had it on the other side, there was strength down here with weakness up here. That means it was going to be bullish. Now it's the opposite, another momentum divergence, but for the downside. So now we see downward momentum in the MACD with strength. So what are we doing? We're positioning ourselves for puts with this strength, right? Because of the momentum divergence, we see downward momentum with strength, and it's a level here. So my edge says, and high probability says, that tomorrow this is going to bounce off this level at some point and continue down to this level. So I'm in puts, right? What's my strike price? My strike price. Yeah, so I'm double dipped on this puts. So not only did I make the money back that I lost right here, but I'm up. I made it back and some with this profit right here. Made it back and some here. And I'm up even more again. Now that it's down here, I'm up another 7%. My strike price is $22. And I got in right here around 22 and some change. So I know it was going below because we see the momentum to the downside. And plus the SPY is going up. So if the SPY is going up, this is going down. So if you know the laws of trends, in a downtrend, it has to reach, once it breaks a level, it's going to retrace. And this is what it's doing right now. It broke a level, closed below it, retrace back to the level. Like that's the next test. It's just like if it was breaking to the upside, it's going to break through the level, but then it's going to retrace and test the level. So it's doing the same in reverse. This is market. This is price action. This is something you're going to see over and over and over again. But the only way you're going to see it over and over again is if you're looking at screens enough to see it over and over again, meaning you have to get your screen time in. You have to be, I do this. So you're going to have to get to the point where you do this in order for you to see what I see over and over again. Like this stuff repeats itself. That gives the market its level of predictability. Even though it's not 100%, there are situations that are more higher probability or higher chances of happening than others. So this happens over and over again. Once it breaks a level, it's going to retrace and test it. Right? And this is what it's doing. So the SPY doesn't have too much more room to run. It has this level right here. But you see this weakness with this strength? That's a momentum divergence to the upside though. So you will be buying this strength. So if the market knows what I know, seasoned traders know what I know, they're going to be buying this weakness. So if the SPY is going to be up, that means my stock is going to be going down, in which I'm positioned for, right? So that plus this, what I see here, this momentum divergence for the downside equals a high probability of my play happening. All right. That's what's going on, man. This is Cheef and Chart, man. You dig? We making options easy. And speaking of options made easy, we got first week down. Happened Sunday. Pretty good turnout. Workbooks are out in the mail for anybody who was waiting on the workbooks. But stay tuned for the next one. If you're not on the mailing list, make sure you get on the mailing list. Should be a link in the description. Also, if you want to learn how to do this, when I'm talking about swing trading, there's also a link in there. I think there's a couple more intro to swing trading options courses in there still on sale. So have at that. What else? What else I got for y'all? I think that's about it, man. I hope I'm making this simple for y'all. Showed y'all how to draw your levels. I showed y'all how to pick y'all trading time frame because you can't see what you need to see in the daily. So yes, you need to see what's going on. That's where you need to start, possibly the weekly. But you have to go down. Like if you're all the way out here, you're getting, okay, what's going to happen for the week? Like you can see what might happen for the week. You get your bias for the week. Like, okay, what is this likely to do? All right, well, this is likely to pull back or go down. So that could be your bias for the week. You can go drop on down to the daily, see what's going on. Draw your levels in there. And whatever your bias was, start looking for that. right? But you have to drop down below the daily into 4 hour, 3 hour, 2 hour. You got to pick one of these. Me, I picked the 2 hour because I like the distance between extreme support and resistance. Like it takes for this stock, because every stock is different. This is why it's good to learn one stock. From here to here, it took 4 days. That's how I like to trade, in and out. I made my money for the week, I'm cool. So from extreme resistance to extreme support to extreme resistance, it took 4 days. And once again, this one to this one, this took a day. All right. From here to here, another day. So I like to swing like that from day to day. Like look at this one. Extreme support to extreme resistance. What's this? Over the weekend. So the second Monday was closed. So boom, from here to here, it took a couple days. So that's how I like to trade. So you have to pick your trading time frame on your stock based off of how long you want to stay in the trade. So I can't tell you which. People be like, yo, which time frame is good? I don't know what's good for you, right? But you have to get the basics of what's going on. Then you'll be able to finesse and pick your own. Like if you know, like if you didn't know what I just explained to you, you wouldn't know how to pick your trading time frame. Now you know how to pick your trading time frame. You have to figure out how long you want to be in a trade. And then look at your stock, your one stock. That's why I always say pick one stock. There's plenty to learn and you can make plenty of money with one stock. So pick your one stock and go from the extreme support to the next level of resistance and count the days between it. All right. If that's too long for you, drop down the time frame. Go to the 3 hour. Like, okay, how long does this take? If that's too long for you, but you know what I'm saying? That's how you find it. Then once you find it, you need a relatable. So once you find your trading time frame, divide that by 3 to 5. And that will give you your relatable. Your relatable is going to help you see what's going on inside of your trading time frame bar. So, for example, mine is the 2 hour. So if I want to see what's going on in the 2 hour bar, exactly, because all I see is green. Trust and believe with some buying and selling in this green bar, but you can't see it all. But if you get microscopic and drop down to 30 minutes, looks different because now you have, how many bars you got? You have 4 bars that represent each 2 hour bar. So now you can see what was going on in that bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You might see all red in this bar. But look, there was some green in it. There was some buying in there, but you can't see all that. Like this bar right here, this little green bar, that's a 2 hour bar. Look what was going on in it. Look, that little green bar is these 4. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, that little green bar is these 4. Hella selling going on, but you can't see that in that green bar. See what I'm saying? So that's going to give you context. Your relatable is going to give you context as to what you see in your trading time frame bar. You dig? I'm giving you a lot of heat on this channel, man. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, also to the notification bell for when your boy go live, man. That's what's going on. So make sure you watch this again if you need clarification. Like I said, hit that description if you need further training It's your man, Don Bucks. And always remember, it's no competition. It's you versus you. See you tomorrow.